invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. We're going to do some massive updates today. We're going to be checking the Bitcoin price. We're going to be checking Solana's price is looking pretty good. We're going to be checking ETH's price that's looking really good. I mean, the market is looking really good. The last couple of days, everybody has been, I would like to think, on the positive side, considering the fact that you go to sleep and you wake up and Bitcoin's over $100,000. I mean, that's pretty amazing if you guys ask me. We got some special links for you guys down below that I don't want you guys to miss out on. Of course, the TG groups, the XPX website, you guys definitely want to check that out. And of course, the BYDFi register link. I got the link down there for you guys now. If you guys joined that Telegram group where I'm going to be doing some giveaways, if you guys joined over here, I want you guys, we'll check out Raptor, get the community to pull up on ETH, the Velociraptor. Okay, get your community in here. 13-year-old meme, nice, man. Bring them in. We're gonna be sharing everything. What's up, man? Vote army up in here right away. Ricochet, that's so much fun. Oh man, it's just grind, right? Isn't it just grind, bro? It's just nonstop. That's what it's all about, though. But we're going to be going over some fun things as well. But I do want you guys, if you guys can, support this movement over here. Come join this TG. But if you join this TG, I'm seeing people get that joined. You guys might want to go back and rejoin. The bot knows if you didn't register. Okay, so join that Telegram group. They're going to be, the BYDFi is going to be giving me some giveaways to give to you guys. I'm just going to give it to you guys. But I need you guys to join this group. And then inside that group, there's going to be this link right there. You guys need to register using this code right here. And man, I'm squeezing them for some giveaways for you guys. You guys know I'm going to do my dance for you guys all. So if you guys are listening right now, you know, there's a lot of rewards, a lot of bonuses for you guys. And more importantly, I mean, I'm working with these guys directly to do some special giveaways for you guys. So if you guys can join this Telegram, I'm growing it very nice. We got 29 members. Let's get this to 100 members right away. You know, we got 14 of those members online. If you guys can share this link to other people, grow this group, this will help me get tapped into some other markets, help you get tapped into some other markets, and help us get, you know, some more eyes on the Vote Army, get some more eyes on the Raptor token, because, you know, they come from the Singapore market, but, you know, it is in the USA and Canada as well. You can trade on BYDFi using, you know, from almost any country. Of course, not embargo countries or nothing like that, but nonetheless, you know, tap in so we can cross-pollinate and do this the right way. Yes, we got an early show today for many good reasons, man. I see everybody up in here pulling up very strong. Welcome in. Let's have some fun, man. I was looking at this BYDFi. It's absolutely amazing, the fact that they got Moon X on here now. I know you guys got to be going crazy about this. I'm actually working on something. If we can get this group to, like, I don't know, let's say, like, let's get to at least a 50, man. I know we can even do better than that, but let's get this group filled up. I'm working on something special. Maybe we do it this Friday. Maybe we have to do it next Friday. I want some more people, but something pretty cool as far as having fun with what we got going on over here with BYD5, man. We might even have some fun with this right here, with this whole, you know, Moon X section. You guys let me know. Are we buying any of these Moon X projects? You know, any of the trending ones? Is this what we're looking at? You know, are we looking at new listings? Is that what we're looking at? You know, those are some good questions, right, to be asking, man. We got the Vote Army pulling up strong. Definitely going to pull you guys up first when we're done with Bitcoin and all that, getting everybody on the same page. But if we can fill this up, it'd be greatly appreciated. We got Pimp Pump over here. We got, I mean, just a lot of, just about everything over here. Bless is one. You got Plasma. You got Musk Bender. You got you. Ho. So if you guys are interested in checking out Pump Fun right from Moon X, let me know. You know, if this is something you're interested in. We got some decent market caps. I mean, this one right here is already doing pretty good. 256. You know, can it go higher? Is safe? Okay. I like how they've been working on the security stuff and letting you guys know. You can do a quick buy right here, 0.1 SO. Probably turn that into a few SO. But that's what everybody's doing. That's what everybody does, right? Now, I want you guys to, you know, make sure you guys are safe when you guys are doing this. And, you know, understand that this is Pump Fun, right? This is, you guys know what you're getting into when it comes to Pump Fun and what's going on with this thing, right? So just make sure that you guys stay, you know, safe in the space. Hey, Rico, listening to listening into taxing on the way home from the airport, man. That's what's up, man. I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys have fun. I'm glad you got to relax, got to have some drinks together. I mean, that is so good, man. That's what life is all about, honestly. That's what life is all about. So we're all doing it on a cruise ship, man. I'm looking forward to that. What's nice is that it's programmed, man. I watched a really nice interview today while getting ready. Jordan Peterson and Michael Saylor talking. I mean, that was pretty interesting, if you guys ask me. And even with my ADHD, man, I watched that thing to the very, very, very end because it was just bullish, man, where we're at right now. And there was a lot of things that Sailor said that really reminded me about like XPX and how early we are, fam. Honestly, it was just like about just staying steady on the course, how you're being tested and how sometimes there's other things that are popping up louder and stuff. But strategy was battle tested, man. Strategies was battle tested. And that's like, the go-to stock. You definitely want to hold some of that right now. So you definitely want to hold some XPX because if you think I haven't been taking pages out of Mr. Michael Saylor's book, you got another thing coming, man. That's why we have a Bitcoin reserve ourselves. And we're going to see this continue to happen as far as companies accumulating Bitcoin and accumulating ETH and accumulating cryptocurrencies for their, companies to be, very healthy long-term, fam. That's what it's all about. And how is it going to be healthy? You might be asking, well, Rico, how is that going to happen? Well, we got the hottest cryptocurrency market that we've ever had. We got BlackRock ETFs. We got Vanguard. We got Fidelity. I mean, the world is coming in. And just seeing Jordan Peterson talk to Michael Saylor, now we're talking all of Jordan Peterson's audience looking into Bitcoin, and you're seeing this like evolution of more and more people talking about Bitcoin, and that happened the last bull run. I don't want to say that did not happen the last bull run, but what was funny about the last bull run when you compare it to this one is the sentiment around how they're speaking about Bitcoin. It was very, very speculative before. It was like it was like shun crypto's bad, and then you got FTX, you got Voyager, you got FTX, Voyager, Celsius, you got all of these things that went down. So it was like people were talking about Bitcoin and talking about crypto, trying to get it to come in, but there was also things happening at the same time, Mount Gox and all these things that happened over the years that really, really made people have that maybe it's not time. But now when you got BlackRock getting Bitcoin, you got Fidelity getting Bitcoin, you got Vanguard, you got all the biggest names in the world loading up on Bitcoin on a daily basis. This is a new era. This is a new era. This is a new era of cryptocurrency. Oh my God. Come on, man. Too early, man. It's too early. It's too early for that, man. I never even did a stealth launch. I spent so much time deving. I don't even got time for that. I don't know how those guys do it. I'm very kumbaya, and I gotta keep a lot of my peace. I'm not gonna overdo things. Those guys, they're doing like running a multiple stealth this, stealth that. I don't got time for that, man. I really, really, really don't. But have there been projects that come and gone that have been on the channel? 100%. I mean, we're speaking about FTX came in and left. We're talking about Voyager came and left. We're talking about Celsius. We're talking about all these things that have happened in the space. I mean, not only have stealth projects vanished, but also major exchanges, also failed projects, also failed communities. So we're going to continue to see that. I don't know if you're new to crypto or whatever, but we have this thing called Pump Fun, which we're going to be covering. So you might as well get used to it. You better evolve with the space, buddy. We're going to continue to cover projects that are most likely going to come and go. That's just the nature of the beast when it comes to cryptocurrency. That's why you want a solid community, real project, some solid utility to make sure that it can withstand something that can last, I don't know, maybe like a year, like XPX, something like that, right? But, there's going to be a lot of projects that come and go. I mean, we're covering this right here live on the channel. This is Pump Fun. Move next. We'll go to new listings. You want to talk about stuff launching? Here you guys go right here. There's thousands of people. I mean, it's not going to stop. So, get with the program. We got a lot of things happening right now, but let's start this show off with BTC, right? Let's get it bullish, fam. Let's start it off bullish, right? Because I mean, we're right on the money when it comes to what we've called on BTC, right? Pump fun, Solana, no. Oh man, you know what's awesome is we're right here, exactly where we called it. AD, I haven't seen you in a few days, brother. Hopefully you're doing good. But this is what we're looking at. We're looking at BTC actually doing exactly what we talked about. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty exciting, right? You know, being a technical trader, you know, none of this is financial advice. You know, we're exploring this together. We're like, hey, look at this, right? That's how we're doing this, right? We're buddy old pals looking at the market, right? So do with that as you please. But what's nice is that when BTC hit its all-time high of that 112 and it started to pull back, I literally said, hey, this 50 moving average is pretty powerful. You know, you can start adding other indicators and they will help you out. And some of one I really use, and it's Puka Puka. Starting early today. Tell me about it, Mr. Mo. One of them that I do use. Shout out to Blunt House. I mean, solid dude in the space. I mean, check out his indicator. So right here, it could have told you like, hey, once it hit that all-time high, you got that sell signal. Get out of here, right? When maybe a bounce off to 50, you get a buy signal. Ride that wave. Okay, you got a buy signal. You enter. You know, now you're riding that wave up. And it's going to keep going up. Dude said, okay, whatever, Pablo Crow's boy. I'm everybody's boy, man. Get with it, man. You're not going to bring the mood down, man. I'm everybody's boy, whether you like it or not. I love the space, man. I really don't got no hate for the space. And obviously, you're not doing too good in the space, so it's bothering you right now. But subscribe to the channel, and we'll help you out, man. How about that? Right? You got wrecked. I understand. You think that, you know, somehow because I'm somebody's boy, this is where you come and cry and stuff. But don't worry, I'll wipe your tears away real quick. Get tapped in. Get that bell notification, right? Make sure you lock all the way in. Lock in. Don't go pointing fingers and stuff like that. You know, just get locked in. You can just only buy Bitcoin and be safe. Nobody told you to go on Solana. Nobody told you to go on Ethereum. You could just buy Bitcoin nonstop and be super safe. Do what Michael Saylor's doing. You never have to cry ever again, right? You can wipe your tears away. You don't have to pretend like it's not happening, right? But this is what happens. This is what happens in crypto. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. What I want you to do is put that bell notification on. There's going to be a lot that you can take back from the space. You can be my boy as well. How about that? Bounce off the 50 moving average is exactly how we talked about. And I mean, the Blunt House indicator really does give you some oomph, fam. I will say that when you start to use it over time, I'm paying for it. I think it's worth something. You know, I don't mind paying for something that I actually like. You know, something that I can see produce money. And if you join that Telegram for BYD5, we're going to be using this at the same time with some of the signals that are going out. We got pure signals going on. It's a free group, fam. All you got to do is register to that BYD5 link instead of paying for like some signal group in Discord or some other group that you pay for. You can just be right here and you guys can just, you know, get locked in, and then we'll go a little bit deeper and make sure that we can take it to the next level. Okay, we got GYAY, Will Moon, Jeets, and scammers are out. There you guys go, man. That's what it's all about. There's going to be always redistribution. If there's a real community, if the team is solid there and they're strong, they're going to do good regardless. I mean, that's really what it takes, man. It really takes a solid community, and it's just the nature of the game already, fam. That's just what it is. Right, and that's what's going on. People have to understand that. If you're locked in with me, you're going to be able to understand. If you want to be a little bit safer, tap in with the Bitcoin. Here we go. Bitcoin doing what we talked about. Bounce off the 50, going a little bit higher, upper value range. Can it do this? Keep going up. That can happen. That totally can happen. On the daily chart, we still don't have a sell signal, and we got really good divergence between both of these lines up in here, the T line and the, oops. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to show you guys some stuff really quick. Let's see what we got. Buyers are in. You know, we're above the zero on the MACD. We got great divergence on the stock RSI. I mean, to me, it looks like we're going to continue going up. You know, this is the first red candle on the daily chart, but nothing to be too concerned about. It's just the first one. It's just one red candle. When you go down to the 4-hour chart, you start to see what's going on a little bit, right? This is where you can actually move around really good on the 4-hour chart with Bitcoin. You're going to have to be stoic at times. You're going to have to combine it with some things. I like to use the 50 moving average. these indicators down below, and the blunt house indicator. Now that gets a little bit noisy. I understand that, right? But that's why I'm telling you guys that honestly, with the 50 moving average, the one that I'm using that turns green and red, gives you a huge advantage. This is sometimes a little bit too much can be bad, right? You know, with the 50 moving average coming from the lower valley range, breaking above this with the blunt house indicator, that's a pretty clean looking chart. Like I can your eyes can handle this. You're not being overwhelmed by all this noise, right? Lower valley range, you know, you have, you know, this whole downtrend. We actually break this character, right? We break this downtrend. Like, right, you can see this stuff, right? This whole little downtrend that's happened, we finally break out that downtrend. We also have the blunt house above the 50. So when you combine these things, it really makes it a powerful trade. Now, like I said, not financial advice. My boy, I'm not the one. But this is looking good on the 4-hour chart, man. I like this right here. I like this. I think we're most likely, you know, going to have some continuation. Could we have a tap down here at 108? Absolutely. Could we have a shakeout if we break underneath the 50 moving average down to 103? 100%. But the way that it's looking right now is that this thing wants to go like this on the 4-hour chart, and most likely that this will somehow find its way and bounce off of it and most likely keep going up. We got Can Do in the freaking chat. Pull up Can Do. Let's go, man. Let's go. We might even open some cool things. If we get a lot of people to pull up, we might do like something different on the stream. I didn't title it like this. I don't think you guys are going to mind anyways. We freestyle all the time. But I got one of these boxes. If we break like some crazy numbers, let me get this box. If we break some crazy numbers on the stream like today, we'll open this up. We'll have some fun. We'll do something different. I don't know. I got this at the Bitcoin conference. You know, if I would have kept, you know, when I moved out my mom's house, if nobody would have touched those Pokemon cards, we'd all be rich right now because I left a binder in the attic with all of them, all the original ones, from the smallest to the biggest one. So this is something that I've done in the past where I hit on, right? I mean, Charizard, Blastoise, Bulbasaur, all of them. I had them all, fam, right? And obviously, you know, when you're a teenager, you move out your house, you leave all this Pokemon stuff behind in the attic, and then you have cousins that touch that stuff and then mess those things up. And then later on in life, you find out that one Charizard can go for 200 and something thousand, which I had like 3 of them behind. I had like 3 holographics behind each main, like Charizard or Blastoise or whatever, because I started collecting them when they first came out. But maybe we have something right here. Maybe there's something new like that happening. The trading cards. So if we have a really amazing stream and we get the numbers are, dude, I can't find my Pokemon cards. Someone had to take them. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That binder today that I had, I'm not even sure. I'm going to be visiting my mom hopefully this year, and you know, she saves everything. But if I can even find that binder, I remember there was a point in my life when I seen it, it was like somewhat messed up and all that stuff. I just couldn't even look at it. I left it and like I blacked out that part of my life, right? And I'm busy growing up, right? I'm busy becoming a man. I'm working nonstop, you know, meeting girls, you know, so you just put that behind you. But I'm even sure that, you know, looking back in my memory right now, not all of it was messed up. I just never went back to even touch it. If it still exists, that white binder, I'm sure that there's still a substantial amount of money in there because I was such a nerd as far as getting like the first of the one, the lowest rare of the rare and all that stuff. So we might have something like that happening again in life. Like I always say, history does repeat itself. It's a little bit different sometimes, but sometimes these things happen, right? So if we have a solid stream today, I even have another pack. Maybe we'll send that one out. I bought 2 like exclusive packs that were a lot more expensive. These are all sold out. They were only selling them at the Bitcoin conference. And I bought one of these boxes, and I bought I bought 2 other. I should have bought more of these boxes, honestly. They were priced kind of good, kind of not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's another. If I should have bought more, who knows? I should have bought the last ones. But what's nice is that this Cardsmith thing is a business on all like Cardsmith stuff, right? And I asked them, I said, hey, what's your number one seller? They're pivoting the majority of everything they're doing into cryptocurrency. The crypto cards, literally, is it worse than the Tron wallet? No, it can't be worse than the Tron wallet. I don't know. The Tron wallet at one point, I remember one time I looked at the Tron wallet, Mr. Mo. This was in 2018, late of 2018, and it said over 200 and something $1,000. that was at super cheap prices. I mean, it's gotta be, both of them probably got to be $1 million L, bro. Lessons learned, Mr. Mo. Oh, what's nice is I'm a lucky individual. Things like this happen to me quite often. So we'll hit again, Mr. Mo. We're gonna hit again. We're hitting this time with XPX. That's the one that we take all the way. But what's cool about this Cardsmith stuff is that they have pivoted to do a lot more of this stuff. So there's going to be a series 5 box coming out. This is their best seller out of everything else they're doing. So we're going to see this most likely take off. I'm probably going to be talking about this time later on in life, Mr. Mo, that we should have never opened this box. that if we would have never opened the box, but we're gonna open it. If we get a valid stream today, we'll open the box, right? So we're freestyling today. Let's have some fun. These are all the original OGs pulling up to the stream. All my boys pulling up. Let's pull up, man. $109,000 BTC, looking very bullish. I'm liking where we're at. Overall sentiment in the market's pretty good. I mean, you go to sleep, you wake up, Bitcoin's over 100K. Not bad. Not bad, right? Not bad. I like that, right? And this is going to continue to happen. I know this is our ticket home. This is our ticket home, that we are in this market very early, and this thing is the Mona Lisa. This is the rising tide that raises all the ships. You know, you bring the Mona Lisa to the art gallery, everybody's going to the art gallery. Nobody's going downtown to the art gallery right now. You go and bring the Mona Lisa, everybody's going to go. What does that mean? That, you know, it brings action, it brings traction, and Bitcoin does that. As Bitcoin continues to pump and bring more eyes to the market, you know, we're not going to have a Jordan Peterson podcast with somebody else talking about meme coins right now. You know, he's talking to Michael Saylor, but you think that there's not going to come a time where it's all of it, the NFTs, the RWAs, every aspect of cryptocurrency. This is what brings everybody in. So very exciting to see, you know, this driving force, especially on the 4-hour chart. Still, hey, if you use this blunt house and the 50 moving average, if you wait, hey, I got a buy signal, I still want to see it break the 50 moving average. You wait for a confirmation candle, boom, I'm in this trade from 104 to 109,000. That's a solid trade. You could take your profits up here, or you can wait for your sell signal to actually pop up and say, hey, I'm going to be stoic as can be, because, you know, this Bitcoin thing can just pop right up and keep going. You know, I'm going to actually wait for my sell signal, and that's something that you can do. And most likely you'll get one, and we'll see if we do a test at 108 and bounce off of that and go back up. If not, you know, that's most likely going to land almost perfectly with the 50 moving average. You guys will see. So there could be a test coming to 108 to really send this thing going right back up. But this is crypto. This is what we're in here to do. We're in here to have some fun, pay attention to these markets, and learn together. So let's go to Ethereum next. Let's get the numbers up on the stream. Here you go. Let's go ETH, baby. Doing his thing, 2,800. Been warning people from Jerry the Turtle. Hey, if you want to load up on Jerry the Turtle, get your ETH now. If you're bullish on some of these ETH plays, been telling you guys since $1,800 ETH, hey, point of control, upper value range. ETH moves slower than BTC. We're looking at it on the daily chart. When you look at BTC on the daily chart, let's turn off the indicator for 1 sec. You got this little thing happening. Downtrend, break over the 50, lower value range, point of control, upper value range. Ugly downtrend, break of the 50 moving average, lower value range, point of control, upper value range. I'm honestly thinking that we'll see ETH up here, you know, coming towards $3,100, $3,200. Let me know down in the chat. AD, I know you love Ethereum. Are you happy with this? ETH picking up? Do you guys think ETH is going to hit 3K? I can see this gap that it wants to fill right here. There's definitely an incentive for it to trade this gap. Now, me personally, like I told you guys when it was choppy over here, I would have not traded it. I would have waited for a bounce off the 50 and possibly jumped in. You know, if you use the indicator, you would have been solid. This would have been your shot right here. Boom. You know, bullish all over again. But this is why I said, hey, when it's choppy on the point of control, you want to be careful, because it tends to wick down, and it could bounce off the 50 and keep going up, but that's a lot of if, this, that, and what, and that's something that you actually have to watch live. So the fact that we have this indicator back green on the point of control going back up, we can see that action, but I still, you know, just accumulate. But for the future trades, I would be careful on these trades when it comes to trading ETH and whatnot like that. But upper value range, 3,200. Still looking really good. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. Here it goes when it was super choppy. This is how you'll see how this indicator, if you don't practice it a lot, you'll feel like, man, how am I going to do this? It says buy, it says sell, it says buy, it says sell, it says buy, it says sell. It's not, by the time I get in and out of these, it's going to be kind of hard. That's why you wait for a nice consolidation and that first break over the 50 with the indicator at the same time. This right here was a trade from here to there. This one was a trade, but a little bit harder to time. Some of these you can tell that they're not it. And when it's very choppy like this, I actually don't like these, right? Like right now, I would be waiting for the short on this Ethereum trade because obviously it went to the top, upper valley range. It's probably going to take a while for it to do it, but I'm just going to wait for that trade to come to me because most likely I can see it come down to 2,400, possibly even down to 2,200 if it does a really nice shakeout. But I want to wait for that to happen and that to be drawn out where it's the break over or break under the 50 and with the sell signal at the same time. So ETH is looking good. Could have a retest at about 2,700, 2,600, up, back, down type of thing. Up, back, down, up. But essentially, we're looking at some prices right here where it can be, $2,700 for that in Ethereum. ETH is looking good. It's very bullish. I heard BlackRock is snatching it up like crazy as well right now. So, that's pretty cool. Also like this 200 moving average. You see this, how it just turns when you're above this 200 moving average. You've been in this green cloud the whole time above the 200 moving average. You never even had to get faked out when it bounced on the 200 moving average and continued. The 50 moving average is really good if you're trying to just jump in and out really fast. But here goes the 200 moving average with this red cloud and then green cloud. Red cloud, then green cloud. So I would be waiting for, obviously, it goes red cloud, red, just up, down, left, right, and just nonstop, right? I'd be waiting for that next transition for ETH to possibly do some kind of pullback or something like that. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and look at Solana because Sol is doing some nice movement right now, and we've been talking about that as well. We got over 108 people, so the stream is picking up. Let's have a solid stream. Maybe we'll open up some of these cards and stuff like that and do it towards the end of the video and just kind of hang out for a bit. You guys give me some plays. We'll be looking at some pump fun plays, my boy. All my boys in the space. So get used to it. And, it's right here if it's on the exchange, it's a wrap. This ain't going nowhere. There's no way exchanges are literally adding MoonX for the pump fund listing and you think it's going anywhere. I can't wait till they start adding the other ones. This is just part of the space, right? So here we go. We got Solana. Exactly what we talked about, Mr. Mo and everybody else holding some soul. Here we go. Break over the 50. Bullish. Lower valley range. Point of control. Upper valley range. Pretty simple to see. And pretty easy to ride this wave on this thing. Blundhouse technical analysis. Man, on the 4-hour chart, it said since down here, 150, staying to trade, holding the trade, little pullbacks. Did you get psyched out? Oh, that lower valley range looking so good. Headed to the point of control. I've been telling you guys this is where Sol is going. 173, 180. And on the daily chart, Sol is actually going to go a lot higher, fam. When we come to the daily chart, Sol is looking good. This is a perfect looking trade these are the ones that I like right here. The indicator and the break over the 50 at the same time. Man, those are fun. Those are fun trades. I like to make those fun. It's boring to set them up, but then when it's set up, it's fun. That bot trading site, wonder if you could do a video on how to use one, set those up. We could set that up. I've had my fill of Sol. I'm telling you, man. The only thing with Sol, the best thing you can do with Solana is just hold just to Solana. Same thing with Sui. Do not get too wrecked out there. Hold just some of the Solana. Solana's at $1,000 and you got rugged for a whole bull run. That would suck, right? You'd be like, damn, I could have just held Solana and not be going into people's comments crying about it, right? It's like that's part of it, right? I got a little bag, I take breaks. I could take 2-3 weeks off of a Solana, doing a Solana play just because the type of it's too much babysitting, and I don't like it that much. You know, I really don't. But I'm not gonna lie, I've hit really really good. I've hit really really good on a lot of Solana plays where it was just like set it and forget it. Michi was one of my biggest ones. You know, a lot of the things that I built out and done out of pocket for like XPX was like, man, I hit hard on Michi, right? But that was before XPX was live. That's before Smart DeFi was live. That was, you know, the early part of that year and stuff, right? So Solana's looking really good. Daily chart, we got a buy signal. This is a perfect example of something you might want to look at, right? Maybe it's going to come off of this point of control and ride to this upper valley range, 230, man. I really think Solana's going to do this. I really think it's going to do this. So, you know, you can either take the 2-3x guarantee, or you know, you can risk it all risk it for the biscuit, right? Don't be shocked when there ain't no biscuit. Say, hey, I was risking it for the biscuit. Where's Aquads? Where's my biscuit? Say, yeah, we ran out of biscuits by the time we got there. Say, what? But I want a biscuit. So yeah, we ran out of biscuits. But you know what? I think Solana's a great play. I think there's still a lot of great Solana plays out there. We're going to cover some of these pump fun plays. Maybe we add like $1,000. It's hard for me to do it these days. Like, you know, I'd rather just buy our chart up a little bit more and accumulate more XPX, to be honest with you. But maybe we'll do like where we do a stream with like one Solana. Maybe we'll squeeze BYD5 for this, right? I mean, I'm close to these guys. I mean, I have a different relationship than most people have. The biscuit is burnt. AD. Maybe we'll squeeze. I got a different relationship with these guys than other streamers. Like I've been with BYD5 since the last run, since the bear market. You know, I got close with these guys. So maybe we'll do a stream where we'll have fun with like a Solana or two. I mean, I don't like losing money, fam. I don't know what people, and we'll see if we can find some hitters. You know, I'll look for something like this that most people won't like because, you know, it's probably already pumped up, but you know, it's probably got a community. It's probably safer. You know, this is just cat. You know, this is a perfect example of something. It's trending. You know, it has some potential. You know, this could be one of those plays, but maybe we'll have fun together and we'll even learn how to gamble together. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Ain't that the truth? Said, all I got was crumbles, Aquads. That's all I got out of it. But here we go. We got 166 Solana. We're going to have some fun with Solana. We're going to chalk it up. We're gonna see if we can do Solana the right way. We're gonna play devil's advocate and hit off a meme coin and be like, see, that's why that's why. But we're gonna see if we can come up with a decent strategy on how to do it on these live streams for you guys. With very little Solana. I'm not gonna be like these other streamers just throwing Solana. A lot of that Solana that they're playing with was, you guys see how they got to play that, right? It's like a lot of. It's a different environment. It's just a different environment. I like to be able to sleep, fam. And I like, you know, if you're a big investor and you're investing a lot, like I want to be able to let that bag sleep and not worry about it. All right, so Solana looking good. Like we said, short-term 4-hour chart. This is 3-hour chart, Rico. 4-hour chart looking really good with the point of control. This is the way I would look at it. Now, you probably missed this little run, but hey, maybe you wait for this to turn the opposite side. And then, you know, you could have rolled Solana from right here from 174 down to 144. And that's a good trade. Don't chase it now. Say, hey, I understand this 50 moving average now. I'm going to talk to Blunt House, say, hey, Rico money bag. I'm gonna tell him he's going to have to give me a referral code at this point. Shout out to Blunt. But you're going to be like, hey, now I'm going to wait for this Blunt House thing to show me this, like this red break underneath the 50. Ooh, that's a great trade. Not the choppy ones, right? We don't want the choppy ones. We want the indicator with the 50 moving average together. Ooh, it's a fun trade. So that's Solana. We're diving a little bit deeper today. We're using some more indicators. I usually don't want to clutter the screen too much, but let's fill the stream up some more. We're at 111 people. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X on 2 different accounts. We're live on Rumble. And we got some special things cooking, man. Mr. Mo has some great ideas as well that we're going to be bringing onto this thing when things start to roll out. Mr. Mo, that was a solid idea, fam. I'm telling you. And it's going to be part of the packages. I think it should be part of the packages, Mr. Mo. Mr. Mo's going to be like, wait a minute. That's how good that idea was, bro. I think it helped me come up with some other ideas. That's why it's good to to be able to bounce ideas off of each other, and like, when you feel comfortable to do that, because that idea can lead to another idea, and that idea leads to another idea. I have fun with that kind of stuff. That's I like that. I don't mind sharpening steel with more steel, fam. Like, honestly, and Mr. Mo, that was a solid idea that I not only is it going to be powerful, but I honestly know that it's healthy for the packages that we're doing and what we got going on. It's so good that it's a kind of a bit of alpha. So you like created a bit of alpha on your own, which is why I effing love this community so much. I don't want to cuss. I don't know if there's kids around. I want to respect everybody, but honestly, that's why I love this community so much, because we see the vision, we see the opportunity, we have it right here in our hands, and we're doing this together to really bring it to fruition, to make all of these ideas really get some traction. And I'm gonna keep doing my part, and I know that we have the right community that not only does their part as community members, as investors, but actually go over and beyond, and even step into the line of helping out the team with some fantastic ideas. So I really appreciate you, bro. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing some of that being marketed thanks to Mr. Mo right there, man. That's some alpha. Mr. Mo is holding the alpha this time. Fec for Life XPX2. You guys are always asking me for the alpha. I think you guys need to talk to Mr. Mo now and talk to Fec for Life and XPX2 and see who he tells. Here we go. We got B&B, fam. We're going to have a solid stream today, so get comfortable. I know we're 30 minutes in, and you're like, where's my meme coins, Rico? Where's my smart DeFi? Hey, we're taking it easy today, okay? We're moving on into it little by little. It's an early stream. I'm well rested. Okay, so maybe we have an extended stream today. Maybe we open up some cards. We have some fun. Maybe this stream gets bullish. Maybe we hit 1,000 viewers. I don't know. Maybe you guys share this thing like crazy. I don't know. Maybe we do some giveaways again. I'm not sure. But the giveaways pop off when we got those crazy viewership high, stream being shared. If we grind together, we'll shine together. We got B&B right now, 667. Right now, point of control. This is one of those choppy trades, right, that we've seen on the other ones. Bouncing off the 50 moving average. I'd be careful right here. If you're doing futures trading or you're doing anything like that, careful. If you're accumulating B&B, genius. If you can accumulate any of the blue chips and just hold, genius. You want to use this blue chip to buy XPX, even more so genius. Right now, it's just bouncing off the 50 moving average, headed towards 723. I think we're going to be seeing a $700 B&B kind of out of nowhere. That's kind of how B&B does it. We got a solid buy signal on the daily chart, 4-hour chart right here. Ben had the buy signal since down here, just cruising, then break above the 50. This is nice. This is one that I actually would have missed. I want to be transparent with you guys because it's so far away from the 50 moving average. I would have been maybe not, but this is also why you start to use other ones, right? Said, okay, it's oversold over here, maybe. And this is honestly a trade that I would have missed right here on B&B. The way that I use it and the way that I like it, I would have missed this trade. Now, let's say this indicator would have flashed more closer over here to breaking over this 50 moving average at the same time. That's a trade that I would have took, right? Because a lot of times when you take it too far away from this 50 moving average, you can see how, either it flicks right back the other way or it crashes into the 50 and you get a sell signal and wicks way past where you had your stop losses at, right? You see that? Anybody who got in over here thought it was sweet or jumped back in right here, this thing literally came right back down to where most people would have had their stop losses. So that's why this is a trade that I personally would have missed this one, right? Using this setup, I would have been like, all right, not for me. Then when it would have broke, I also would have not chased it. I would have been like, all right, that's not my trade. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, fam. Just sit on your hands, just chill for a second, and you'll be okay. The market's gonna keep happening no matter what, right? So possible bounce off the 50. Down here on the point of control, which is 657, and then continuation. I feel like Binance literally has some things brewing. I almost feel like CZ is like the dev and what he is, but he's cooking, right? And I just feel like B&B is ready to be explosive at a moment's notice. Like, there's a lot of things going on with, like, as far as making B&B a lot easier for people to get, and CZ is doing all the right things to kind of kick up all this dust to get all this attention around B&B. Now, these things take time, but I think that Solana will be sharing the stage with B&B from here on out. It's not going to be, just Solana, but BNB has some catching up to do as far as, getting that level of hype that Solana has. And I think that's a good thing, that you can understand that, it doesn't have that level of hype like it did in 2021, nor like nor does it have it right now. But, if it could have some of that Solana hype, which is building on, you're going to see BNB, it's programmed $1,000, $1,200 BNB, but maybe higher with BTC going a lot higher. I mean, some people are predicting crazier prices than I predict on this channel. I'm not a genie. I'm not a psychic or anything like that. I'm just using some indicators and using a little bit of history to really guide myself, right now, financial advice. But I see BTC going to 232,000. It's gonna have to touch up here. What does that do for the price of BNB? What does that do for the price of ETH? A lot of people are fumbling their bags right now, doing all this stuff. That's why I got my bags parked in solid projects, because I've already learned from the other ones. I've already learned. So I know that this is where that action happens. And I'm curious to see what of all of our bags, of all our serious projects, all our favorite projects are going to look like, because there's just going to be so much more people in the space. And if you've been building things out, which, listening to that Michael Saylor and Jordan Peterson podcast this morning was so bullish for XPX, fam. Honestly, was so bullish, because when you're building something that people are always going to need, you're a part of this market forever. There was a lot of things that I took from that podcast. I'm probably going to listen to it again, and really soak it in. Sometimes I like to listen to these things on 2x speed to, use up more of my time of the day. So maybe I'll listen to it on normal speed and kind of give it the benefit of doubt. But mostly these podcasts that are over a couple hours long, I'm listening to them on, 2x speed. So like that, I can get 2 podcasts done in the same amount of time, listen to all the information that I need and digest it and do with it as I please. But, there was a lot of things that really hit home with me as far as what we're building over here at XPX. And we'll go to that right now. We'll take a peek at AVAX, fam, and then we'll go to XPX. We'll go to Smart DeFi. We'll go to Noma token. We'll go to FEG token. Things are pumping. Things are looking great over there. I'm excited for all the communities, and this is where we're at. But let's cover this AVAX. I got to do you guys justice right here with this. Here you guys go. Daily chart. These are the trades that Rico like right here. This indicator at the same time breaking the 50 moving average, and you can see a gap about to be filled. Man, I like that a lot. This right here, man, whoo. That's a trade right there, all the way to $44. If you can hold that trade right there, that's a decent trade. Now, granted, it could flicker, right? It's not done, because it could flicker and turn right back, but that's why it's not financial advice. But when I see something like this, I really like these trades. These are the trades that I really resonate with. These are kind of those, this light, you see the indicator lighting up and breaking over 50 at the same time. You get a nice run. It could run this long, or it can run that long. It's really up to, the market and stuff. But whether or not these trades are really powerful, that's not the case. These are pretty powerful, especially we're in a bullish market. So right now we're seeing a great opportunity on a long position. If you can hold all the way to 40-some dollars on AVAX, I mean, $22 to $44, not bad, man. You guys can get in there and win that one for sure. It's looking very bullish. If you come down to the 4-hour chart, let's clean this up a bit so it's not in our way. Come down to the 4-hour chart right here. We had this entry since over here, which was really nice. We see, this is most likely going to this, fam. It's going to point of control right here, $23. Upper value range, 25. This is where most people would take a lot of the profit. This could be your first take profit. It's that $25 range. But that's only right here. These are the previous, these local highs right here. And then you most likely would take profit, and then it will fill this gap, and you'd be like, oh my God, it ran all the way up to 40-something dollars. I could have just held. That's why we use some of these indicators to help us. That's what I got to give Blunt a lot of credit for. These indicators, this indicator has helped me hold a trade a lot longer, where, from here to here would have been a good trade, or even right here, I probably would have got out. But you can see how it allows you to stay very stoic and hold the trade for a lot longer. So shout out to Blunt, man. If you guys see him, let him know Rico Moneyback said what's up, sending him much love. I mean, just pouring wisdom into the space, some stuff that's really helped me out. And this is how I stay this is my entertainment sometimes, guys, just looking at charts. So the fact that I get to have fun, print some money, in the wee hours of the night and use these indicators is just what I like to do. Some of you guys are watching Netflix, which is fine. I've started watching some movies too to kind of take a break because I knew the market was just going to pump. You could just kind of set in, forget it. But for the most part, this is what I like to do, right? And especially when it's exciting. If it's boring, I've been getting into actually watching some old school movies, some movies that I remember that were good and stuff. So any movies that I should watch, let me know down below. If you had a movie night with Rico, what would be the movie that we would watch? what's Mr. Mo? What's our movie night gonna be like? Mr. Mo's like, hey, don't get anybody jealous of it. Oh my God, man! All right, man. Let's have some fun. Let's go to Smart DeFi. Let's shift some gears. We're 40 minutes in. We're gonna have an extended stream with everybody today. Maybe we open these up. I love seeing it climb. We got 120 people. Let's get the numbers up. Let's get these streams back to 500 to 1K. Let's grow them. Make people FOMO into our projects. Make people FOMO into the streams, and get us some of that cross pollination. So if you're part of Jerry the Turtle, you're part of Vote Army, whichever one you might be part of. Definitely get your communities in here. We're pulling up the Vote Army. Right after SD, they did pull up first, very strong. Not sure if they're still in here. Let me see some lightning bolts if you guys are still in here. And let's go ahead and get into the Smart DeFi thing, man. No feet movies for sure. Let's go over here. Let's start right here with the smartdefi.com, baby. All right, let's have some fun right here. Very nice. Seeing FEG token go over $11 million market cap was a lot of fun. Seeing that little pump, it did retrace a little bit to 10.8. Money moving around, people moving, shifting, moving around, doing this, moving around, and really all they have to do is leave it alone. But hey, that is part of the space. Everybody has a great idea. I think that's somebody told me a while back that's God's favorite joke is when man says he has a plan. And everybody has a plan. I'm following this plan right here. I'm following this that's been written out already, and I think that FEG tokens price will be tremendously a lot higher than where we're at right now. I think Noma tokens price could be a lot higher than where it's at right now. Mali token could be a lot higher. XBX token price could be a lot higher. Volcano token could be a lot higher. I mean, it's almost programmed. People get bored and they want to go make something happen. Go, oh, I think I got the. Oh, hey, all you have to do is just let the market happen. Let the market happen. Just let it do what it has to do. See FEG inching up is exciting. Soon it will rally back to all-time high. Man, I'm looking forward to that. It has what it takes. It has the community, right? Getting the community excited. It just has some market caps that it has to break past. Seeing FEG token past 20 mil will make everybody selling right now angry. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to make them a little angry and be like, man, why did I sell? I got to buy back now. And this is this trend that we're in on the daily chart. And I know when we break past 30, 40, 50, man, that's going to be exciting. And you can hold above that. Whoo! That's going to pump the price of every SD project that's paired to FEG token as well. I mean, automatically. So the fact that we see it consolidating right here, I think all the great projects like FEG token, Volt, those are some OG ones. I think Kendu's a more frequent project that went to 280 mil. That was pretty impressive. Myro's another one, that went into the hundreds of million. Once you do that, you come down to a certain level and you got to come back up and you got to prove these levels. You just have to. And I think FEG tokens levels are, this 50 million will be super exciting. And once it's in 100 million, it's unstoppable because it already hit 4.8 billion at one point. So people are going to be like, it's going back to a billion, right? And you might say like, hey, what's going to make that happen? Well, what could make that happen? Well, when you come right here and you click on FEG token, all of these projects are paired to FEG token. All of these, right? What's interesting about FEG token, if you go right here, you break this down, you go to backing, and you grab this backing address, right? Or just hear me out. Let's open this. Let's go to right here. Let's bring this page to this one. Post that right there. Click on that right there. Smart DeFi is very unique, fam. It's programmed. You just gotta be patient, honestly. You just have to be patient, fam. I think I grabbed the wrong one. FEC token has over $250,000 in asset backing. That's wild. Over $250,000 in asset backing. Okay, that's cool. Just I know XPX right here. Grab this address. Duplicate this tab. Put this right here. Paste that right there. Open this up. $37,000 in asset backing. So that's 2 projects already. Let's go to Noma token. Logic address. Open a tab. Put this right here. Put that right there. Like on that. $4,000 in asset backing. Let's go to Mali. Maybe you guys are seeing what I'm doing right here. For those who don't know, I'm about to put you on game right now. $43,000 in asset backing. This is all in BNB, fam. This is all in BNB. So there's a moment where it's inevitable that BNB completely pays attention to what we're doing here with Smart DeFi together. And Smart DeFi is built by the governance token, FEC token. So FEC token is very, very undervalued. All these SD projects are extremely undervalued because no matter what, the asset backing is going to continue to go up. That is why you're able to take out a loan. And if you have an XPX card, you can take that loan out and off-ramp it and use it in the real world, which is, I don't even, what? We offer that? Yes, we offer that. How is that being offered? Well, through asset backing. Who made this asset backing? Well, Rocks, the DeFi alien, the FEG team. These guys over here, I want to show you guys who they are, and then we'll go to XPX and talk about some of the things that are going on, man. Very, very bullish right here. Let's see what we got right here. This is fresh 46 minutes ago. Okay, have you downloaded FegTrack yet? I've been getting a lot of people locally to download FegTrack. I don't know if the Gorillas know how much behind the scenes stuff I do for this ecosystem that I actually love, that I do, honestly. And you know, you guys heard people come out and say things that I've never mentioned that I've done for the space. A lot of things I don't bother to, like, you know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to make it sound like burker. Mr. Mo. I'm glad you like that one, man. I like it. But right here, man, have you downloaded the FegTrack? Yeah, man, go ahead and download that. Keep track of your XPX tokens. We got Happy DeFi Day? What? What does DeFi Day mean to you? To celebrate DeFi Day, we're doing a BNB giveaway. Share your BNB chain DeFi journey for a chance to win a slice of 1 BNB. What? I didn't even see this. So if you guys can, definitely tap into this, man. Hey, all of XPX, tap into this. You know, leave some message on it. We're a day late, but hey, happy belated DeFi Day, fam. We got Good Morning Gorillas, happy to build on the BNB chain. You're seeing a lot of this. You know, the FEG team is talking a lot directly to that BNB chain, right? A lot of hashtag BNB, a lot of this BNB, a lot of that BNB. And there's reason, right? They've been checking out what we're doing over here. They've been checking out what we're doing over here, so much so that we got FEG token over here on the DAP Bay. Yes. And to me, this is so bullish. This is what I love about DAP Bay and this little thing that we're seeing right here. Here goes DAP Bay, right? If you go to 4 memes, I love that when you're clicking on 4 memes that they're similar dApps is FEG token. I love that so much. I love that so much. I know it takes time, my SD family, but we are starting to get recognized by some big people, and this is brand new cross pollination right here. So the fact that if anybody's on Dat Bay and they're checking out, hey, for meme, which for meme is doing a whole bunch of marketing and getting the word out there, they're like, oh, similar dApps. Which one's at the top, fam? Which one is at the top? Feg Token. And what happens with that is people go over there and they check out Feg Token, they learn about Feg Token, and they learn more about Smart DeFi. When they learn about Smart DeFi, what does that happen? These people are looking at SD. You touching your SD tokens right now is crazy. Right when the BNB chain is actually communicating, with RTR. Can you elaborate on Dat Bay? Here, I'll post a website so you can check it out. This is where all the dApps are posted, all the DeFi dApps. But here, go right here to Dat Bay, and do your own due diligence. It's pretty bullish though. It's pretty bullish because you can check out all the dApps, everything that's being built on the BNB chain, which is substantial. Everything that's being built, very substantial. But the fact that we're on Dat Bay, the fact that we have new people checking us out. The cross-pollination is there. RTR talking to the BNB chain. It's undeniable that the fact that you can take out loans against your tokens is completely undervalued. Super undervalued. The fact that you have BNB backing this thing up no matter what is super undervalued. This whole ecosystem. And this will continue to grow. This is what I was getting at with this. $250,000. When this gets to millions of dollars of every project backed by BNB, what does that say? You got Feg Token 268,000. You got XPX 37,000. You got Noma 4,000. You got Mali 43,000. That's a lot of BNB, fam. It's just gonna keep getting stored up, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. That is crazy bullish. And the more that happens, the more our TVL, right? Total value locked. That's pretty bullish. That's pretty exciting. So I'm liking where we're at right now. I'm liking the exposure that Feg Token is doing with the BNB chain. Here we go. BNB chain posting. What is this? Nothing to see here, fam. This is the actual BNB chain. Wait a minute. How do we miss this? How did we miss this? I wonder why we're pumping. Of course. Right here, the BNB chain ecosystem is ever growing. Full information in our blog below. Newest Web3 dApps. This got exposure to Feg Token for sure. 3.8 million followers. There's no way that this post. XPX, I want you guys to obliterate this right here. Honestly, I want you guys to come over here and absolutely obliterate this thing 100%. If you guys are rock with me, obliterate this thing. Obliterate this thing 100%. We got one of the thing. 1 second, everybody. The stream is so bullish, they don't want it to keep going, but they don't know. This is I'll just open a new tab. Let me see. 1 second. We're going to close all those tabs too. Bam. Let me get a new tab for the chat, fam, because they wanted to. We're too bullish. We're too bullish. That's all right. We're back. Look at this, man. This is bullish. Whoa. Feg Token right there. Coming in strong, fam. Coming in super, super strong. This is so bullish right here. I see a lot of people. I see some XPX people. Feg Token being on here is bullish. XPX, we need to obliterate this thing, honestly. And you know what? This is a meta right here. We're about there's something here, fam. This is right here. So here are the new projects that have recently gone live. This post is for informational purpose only. Right there, Feg Token, 3.8 million. That's great exposure for what we got going on. 100%. That makes me feel even that much more bullish because it's not going to stop. I have 49,000 views. You're touching your Feg Token, you're touching your XPX, you're touching your Noma, you're touching your SD, and this is a sign. This is when we went to the 4.8 billion. There was stuff like this happening to Feg Token. Keep touching it, and let me know how it feels when we get all the way up here and Bitcoin's at $250,000 and the rest of the market is just pumping like crazy, like it's on steroids. And, you touched your bags at all these lower places because you were bored. go fishing or something if you're bored. Don't. It's not always the sell button or if it's the buy button, buy it. But if you're too bored, go fishing. Go on a cruise. Tell him, Mr. Mo. Look at this. Very cool. Got RTR posts and stuff right here. I mean, and what are they marketing? What are they marketing? SmartDeFi.com. What is it? SmartDeFi.com. So literally, you got Feg Token and RTR, the team marketing Feg Token and Smart DeFi at the same time and getting all this exposure. I mean, you'd be wild. You're a bold person to get in the way of your bag growing right now. Stake it to make it, fam. Man, crazy to see that right there. That's bullish. Let's go over to XPX, fam. Of course, let's come over here. Very, very bullish what we got going on over here. Woo, what a healthy looking chart. Shout out to the community. What a rally to the top, bro. I mean, this is looking so good. The stream is looking really hot. We're most likely going to open one of these card packs. Me and Mr. Mo are going to cry later on, and we're going to be like, oh my God, we opened one of those boxes. They're worth $500,000 now. If you have the Series 4 box, if you never opened it, it's worth $1 million. It's like, whatever, we opened it. But this is an amazing looking chart. We're right there at that 1.5 million. The one that I've been telling you guys that we're going to be breaking and stuff. We're really close to it. We got the right momentum. We broke the zero. We deleted the zero. This is 1 year. We got 6 figures in paid orders, and we're about to scale up, fam. This has been nonstop refinement, getting the things right, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, learning the way everything works, building, getting more projects. This is where we scale up. Our user base on the pay portal, our users, our holders on the token, our projects on Just Shop Crypto. This is the scale up phase. This is the scale up phase. This is your Amazon moment right now. If you don't like going fishing, watch a feet movie. Might like that better. I mean, it might work out for you. It might work out. Let's go to our website really quick and give everybody a quick dive. We got some numbers up in here today. And I think let me reach again for this box. If we get some higher numbers, let's have some fun, man. Let's get the numbers up. Share the stream. Let's do something different in the stream. We got the Volt Army coming up next. I want to see some Volted Lightning Bolts in the chat if you guys can. And we're going to check out Jerry the Turtle. Get the Jerry community in here. If they're still bullish on Jerry, I don't know. Are you guys still bullish on Jerry? Get in here. If you're bullish on, crypto, let's get to this point. Let's get to that. That's going to be fun. Opening the box. Ooh, right? All right, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, right here. XPX, fam. All things payments, man. The ultimate off-ramp solution. No limits. Use globally. Reload instantly. Mobile payments enabled. Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay. Get your virtual card. Get your physical card. Do your non-KYC payments. And more importantly, you guys are starting to see that when we're in these spaces, how important XPX is becoming in the space. How bullish XPX is becoming in this space. And for very good reason. We have a year of proof of work, fam. That's just what it is. You can't get... Yeah, open that up. I want to see. We're gonna open it up, man. Let's get these views up, man. Let's get can we break 200? I mean, we were getting like a 1K. We're getting like 800. Let's get some numbers in here. Let's get some communities in here. Share the stream. But right here, we have some amazing things happening. I mean, you're seeing the recognition in the space when it comes to XPX. You're seeing projects. You're seeing even, Scrooge. You guys heard what Scrooge said. Said, hey, I never heard nobody come up with the idea the way you guys are doing the merch store. Yeah, those old Pokemon packs used to get are like $300. Insane. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I used to just be able to buy like a whole little like hanging thing of them and stuff, I would have cut grass through the summer and shovel snow in the winter. I mean, I was a little hustler. I'm telling you, I would always do something for some cash and just getting it so I can get the things that I wanted. Mom didn't have the money to do it, so I had to get creative. But for sure, I used to just those packs. I think they cost like $4.99 or something like that back then. I don't even know if it was that. I think some of them were like $3.99. I'm not sure. But this is where we're at, man. We're at this new stage of XPX AD. We're getting all these projects like the Scrooge project, the fashion project about merch and all things like that. Interested in literally saying, that this is a great idea. And you know what? This is what when we're talking about the store, you know, because we're doing much more than payments, fam. We're gonna associate, the store is gonna be associated with the payments, everything that we're doing. It's all gonna come together, fam. But to have him, you know, having that recognition in the store, and either if they come in through the store, they're gonna need payments because they're gonna have revenue share, or if they just need the payment side because they already have a business, they're gonna, you know, do payroll. They need the portal. But this is what XPX is all about. But to see even projects like Scrooge, where it's like a fashion project, want a piece of XPX because of this, or all the projects that just want a piece of XPX to do payroll. You got the kosher guys that have been hitting me up. We're talking to Noma Token, which is an RWA project. That's a really big company that has been talking to me lately, that have asked for an absurd amount of cards. And you know, these deals obviously take time. These are really big deals, and NDAs and all these things have to be signed. But this will be absolutely massive for XPX. I know this is what's going to happen. I know that this is what's going to happen. It's just we're hitting that scale up phase. We have that. And Michael Saylor, I mean, that podcast today, I mean, was absolutely amazing because, you know, you build this track record of being this trustworthy company, and this is where eventually it takes off, man. Everyone who heard about the merch store and the XPX X space saw how it would work for them, and how have been looking and how they have been looking for one to use. Absolutely. And this is not just another store, right? This comes with the YouTube channel. This comes with the Rumble channel. This comes with the X channel. This comes with the TikTok channel. This comes with my X channel. This comes with all the liquidity that we have proven that XPX and the viewership that we can do together on this. So this comes with breaking out of your echo chamber, you know, and that's what brands like the Scrooge brand are going to want to do, because, you know, being a YouTuber, I have some really close connections in the space to other YouTubers, and I think you guys are going to be really impressed with how this thing starts to evolve as far as this Just Shop Crypto store, fam. Okay, it's much bigger than just projects getting on here. This is going to continue to grow and be very massive, and it's going to be beneficial for projects to want to come over here and get out of their echo chamber and cross-pollinate. And if they're making money, and obviously we know how to, you know, get traction on your guys' merch and your merchandise, you guys are going to be making revenue, right? Our store's already making revenue. That's what we do over here. So you'll be exposed to that revenue making machine here. And I could have just got ahead of them, right? I could have got ahead of their bags and been tapped in with that. But that's always going to keep happening. So don't feel too late if you weren't able to do it this week, and, you know, you're not able to do it the next week or whatever it might be. It doesn't matter, because you know what? Projects are going to keep wanting to get listed on this thing. We're going to continue to scale up. You guys are about to see some impressive things happen very, very soon with the store. So Just Shop Crypto is a store. XPX right over here is all things payments, crypto Visa cards, virtual, physical, and non-KYC bill payments. And we saw some people even pull up that were from Pakistan. They were like, hey, I'm interested in the card. Cool, we got a card out there. Hey, I'm interested in doing crypto bill payments. Cool, we got that covered. And coming up very, very soon is some more non-KYC payment solutions, everybody. So we're going to be bringing some more non-KYC payment solutions very, very soon to this. We're having some lag right now for sure, because the stream had kicked off, and now this is not loading right away. Let's come over here and try this again. Let's try this again. There we go. Crypto bill pay right here. And if you're that listener, I mean right here, man. Come to Pakistan, you know, find the person that you got to find. And you got it all right here, where you guys can pay right now your electric company with cryptocurrency through our crypto bill pay in Pakistan, which is absolutely amazing. You know, and this is going to continue to go. We have exposure. XPX, I need you to understand, we have exposure to all these companies. We have exposure to all the transactions that happen. None of this has gotten traction. None of this has gotten, you know, where all this, you know, electric company supply is being done through cryptocurrency. Being some of the first people to do this is so crucial and so amazing that we're able to do this. So do not miss out on this opportunity, what we have and what we're doing right here. 10 countries, non-KYC. This is obviously going to grow to more countries, but this just shows you over 40,000 companies. We haven't seen that volume of all that stuff that's going to be done, because we're exposed to all these companies and letting people do these payments. So very, very bullish on XPX, fam. Get your bag of XPX. Come right here. I wonder if when we hit stake, if it takes us to stake right away. Probably gonna have to update those buttons. So, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to update those buttons. But right here, come to XPX, stake XPX, over 76% staked, earned XPX passive income. Later on, use your smart loan, take a loan out your XPX because it's backed by real BNB. You know, if everybody could do this, every project would be doing it, right? They can't do that because it's not backed by anything. We're backed by BNB. Take out a loan against your XPX and off-ramp it straight onto a Visa card. Boom. Use that loan and pay it back or don't pay it back. I mean, we're not coming for you. So that's XPX. All right, everybody. Let's have some fun. Let's go ahead and continue the space. Let's bring up some more projects. We have Noma Token also doing really good. Some special things cooking up for them. Charts looking really healthy. High is staked. 80% staked is very nice. What is it at? 35K in liquidity. We have 662K market cap and a very healthy chart and some massive developments going on with what they got going on behind the scenes. And this is what we talked about when it comes to like SD. Like, I'm not in Africa. I'm not going to pretend like I can just bring in the whole Kenyan, community right away. Noma Token is from there. They're from Africa. They're from Kenya, and they're doing RWA. They're going to be the ones bringing it in. And if you guys heard what Duncan said about XPX and how XPX is going to be able to help them out with the front end and back end, that's what I'm here for. That's all I'm here for. Same thing with like Volcano. If Volcano ever gets to the point that they need something to do with payments, I'm not in India. It's these projects that are going to bring the communities in. It's up to us to, show them what we have and possibly collaborate together to make some things happen. So that's what we got right there. Shout out to Noma Token, cooking for sure the RWA aspect. We got some meetings with them for sure coming up. But let's go ahead and close some of these out. Look at all that asset backing. It's going to be millions of dollars in BNB backed up on also the whole stream did get booted. So they did look at that. Man, they hated on the stream. They kicked everybody off the stream. They rugged the stream, fam. That's all good. That's all good. It's still recorded though. That's one thing for sure. So it's still recorded. If you guys missed that part, definitely just tap in and you guys will see what's going on. If you guys missed that part, because obviously we started, we're a lot higher numbers and I see it climbing back up. We're getting close to 2. Now it's at 18. So a lot of people got booted off the stream. That's all good. We're still here. Let's go ahead and shift gears. Let's go and start right here. Let's go to the Volt Army. They pulled up very vaulted. I'm not sure if they're still here. Let's bring them up though. Ooh, 12 point. Look at that. 12, almost 13. What? Are they not vaulted? Are they not in here? Volt Army, are you in here right now? Is the Kendu Army in here right now? Where are the armies at? Where are the vaulted people at? Let me see. Let's see. Very nice. So very vaulted. Playback Duncan's chat on the welcome to the Junko. Man, Noma will fly for sure. He did give you XPX and Smart DeFi major flowers. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, he's dude is solid. He's definitely cooking, and I think they can do it, man. I think they can do it for sure. And I want to be part of that part that I know they need. And if you listen to the other space when he was in our space, I know that he looked into it. It's like the same thing with me. It's like I don't want to get into the real estate stuff right now. I'd rather let somebody else do that, and I can just be the part that makes that thing happen, right? I don't got no interest in diving into that whatsoever. My interest is, payments. Theirs is real estate, and that's epic. And this is a great way for somebody who's in payments to get a piece of real estate and to be involved in that through the payments that we're doing. And it's also a great way for somebody to be, interested in the real estate market to get exposure to what's going on in the payment infrastructure world, right? We got Volt Inu right here. I don't see no Volted people in the chat. They must have left right away. They're like, Rico, this stream is taking too long to get volted. What's going on? We want to be more volted, Rico. It's like, hey, we're volted. Ooh, the mysterious terminal, but it's not working. This might be the beginning of something big. Any ideas on how to activate it? Volt it. That's all you got to do. You got to volt it. The mysterious terminal. There you guys go, man. There you guys go. Very vaulted. Very vaulted. 3.5 years, man. These are the projects that have been battle tested and been through a lot. And they just got some market caps to break past. Same thing like Feg Token. And when they break past these market caps, they'll actually just ignite some of that FOMO and stuff, right? It's like sometimes there's just a market cap psychological barrier. That's what people want to see. It's a new era of crypto because of the pump fund and everything like that. So, you gotta build it so they'll come. You gotta build the wall of FOMO, and they'll come. They definitely will. So vote Inu. Let's build the vaulted wall of FOMO together and send it a lot higher. You guys are looking fantastic. I think 30. It's actually right here. Yeah, 30 million, just like Feg Token. 50 million. I mean, you guys could put your feet up on the desk and probably chill. It'll probably just kind of go up on its own from there on out. But we're improving grounds. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, XPX went through its nice little dip in the lower thing. It's the same thing. It's just like adding decimals and stuff. Like, you go through your all-time high 2.7, you come down, you go through your redistribution, everybody gets dispersed, you build it back up, and it's normal. I mean, somebody the day before yesterday sold XPX at a $500 and some loss. It's like right when we're going up. It's like all you have to do is just hold. You bought the top and you get bored in the space or whatever it might be, and you go through the dip. You could have just held, and we're gonna blow past these all-time highs. And I think with the right community, Vote Inu definitely has that. They could do it. Same thing like Feg Token, and same thing for like XPX. I can speak for. They got the community, and they're doing that right. And so just go with the flow. It doesn't matter what size market cap you're at. You got proving grounds to go through, and then you turn it around and go a lot higher, right? So let's go to the next project. Let's go to Jerry the Turtle. Not sure if they're still in here. Definitely going through their little proving grounds right now. Broke underneath the $10 million market cap, was consolidating for a little bit at 10 million, and then wicked really low underneath 10 million, and then now it's starting to turn right back around. Let's get that rally back going to over 10 million. I want to see a lot more Jerry people in the chat. That's one thing I noticed. People get less Jerry-ish. If there's a pullback, I don't need you that less Jerry-ish. I need you more Jerry-ish. Get more Jerry-ish, get more turtle-ish in here. Don't let the market pull back just spooky. But oh my God, is that how crazy is that it came right down to the support level that we have over here? That's wild. What level is that? 5 million. That's crazy. Is it really? Or is it just psychological barriers? Right? Turtle. Oh, AD. We're from the same era, bro. That's that movie from that guy that went like this. Turtle. I know it is. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. But again, psychological barriers is what we have with this, losing the 10, coming exactly down to the 5 and bouncing off of it to go back to the 10 million. So shout out to the Jerry community. Like I said, we're working on something with them. I definitely got to check my DM again because I know we're cooking on something pretty powerful. And yep. Yeah. Yep. He said, yep, we're from the same era, bro. We're in our late 30s. Turtle. Oh my God, that's cool, right? Sheesh. We're the next old ones, bro. We're the next runner-up. I already can tell by the music that I listen to, like sometimes I can't listen to a lot of, I'm already getting into that stage where like, I don't like some of the stuff. I'm like, it's not for me. I like my jam. I was laughing at myself the other day. I was like, I was just playing all the jams from like my day, and I was like, I really could care less if somebody heard them and stuff. And I was like, he said, "Yep, we are. I'm feeling it. Yeah, me too." I went through my era of the type of rap that I grew up listening to, or like, even the type of Spanish music that I like, the reggaeton that I like, and some of the things that I like listening to, like just the style that it had and everything like that. Like, I love my Spanish music and stuff, but like, it's my culture, right? So, even like yesterday I was listening to it. Yesterday I had nothing but reggaeton jams from like 15 years ago blasting, 10 years ago blasting. And I was just like, that's what I'm going to jam to today. That's what I'm on. Let's get the stream back up so we can open some of these. The stream did, like, for whatever, flicker and boot everybody. We're only at 36 now. Shout out to the Jerry community if you guys are pulling back up. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate the Vote Army pulling up. I know you guys got it for sure, for sure, for sure. You guys have what it takes. We're at the hour and 20-minute mark. We're going to put in some overtime. We're not even done. We're going to open some cards and stuff like that. We're going to have some fun. We're doing an extended stream. We're live on Rumble. We're live on Kick. We're live on Twitch. We're live on X. We're live on this. We're live on that. We love the space, my boy. That's going to be an inside joke now. Here we go. Back to $10 million market cap. Jerry, can you do it? Are the turtles in the chat? Well, I think you guys can do it, man. It's all about breaking that psychological barrier again. You guys will be fighting the 10 million. Same thing that happened when you break 10 million. What happens? It goes up higher. A lot of the times people complain and they're like, why the dev is not doing this? Why is there? All you have to do is not touch the sell button and get other people to press the buy button and break a psychological barrier. And I promise you, it's going to pump. It'll pump higher than you expect it to. But, you know, people get creative. They get bored. They want to sell a little bit here, sell a little bit there. Maybe they'll buy and sell a little bit. And all you have to do is just let it freaking pump. Let it pump. And that's why it takes a strong community so you guys can all agree on what you guys have to break past. You know, and everybody's like, oh, we're going to 1 billion. Well, you better break 10 million first. I can tell you we're going to 1 billion. But, man, I respect you enough to tell you, can we break 10 million first? So we can go to 20, 30 million? It'll happen. It'll happen. Jerry the Turtle. Jerry the Turtle. Jerry the Turtle. Jerry. Oh, man. Should we open one of the cards, fam? Should we have an intermission on Jerry the Turtle? What do you think, AD? You think we have an intermission? Should we open one of the cards? Let's open one. I can't wait no more. There we go. There we go. Ripping it open like it's our first time. Trash can. Yeah, just open one. He said, yeah, just open one. I love you, bro. Okay, is there any special when we open it? Ooh. Ah. Ooh. We're opening. Is there anything underneath there? This is why I should have bought more of these boxes. This is how I would have been super good on the Pokemon. Because I know when I'm supposed to do these things. Man, they feel heavy too. That's good. You know, usually when they're heavy, they're good. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring these out. Like so. Give us a full experience. Series 4. And we have some packs. We have some, and this is bringing back some nostalgic memories right now. Honestly, this is hitting hard, fam. I'm going to try to find a banger for you guys just off of experience on how the deck feels. So maybe we can have a fun opening. Okay, this one feels super thin. See this? Super thin. Why is that one thick? See that one? I'm not sure if you guys can see that. This is how I would pick them out when I was a kid at Kmart. There wasn't even a Walmart at that time. I would just pick the ones that were heavier and the ones that were thicker. You know, obviously the holographics were thicker. This one feels funny. Huh. I'm going to go with my first guess. My instincts are usually right. I mean, you got to trust your gut. This one right here, it's thicker, it's heavier. Something's up with it. So, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're tricking me and they're doing the reverse. But I can see that we have a couple. Maybe I'm. All right, we'll start with this one. Okay. Let's have some fun. Put these back where we got them. Put it all nice and back and neat. Close the box back up. So stay tuned for the streams because we're going to be opening these up. Okay, we'll see. Let's see. This one felt like it just feels different. I don't know why. It just like you said, a memorabilia. Yeah, they have a memorabilia in them. Yeah, that's what I feel like. There could be something in there, like a baseball card, right? Like when they have the little booklet. All right. Let me use my Straight razor. Who has one of these? Nice little straight razor, right? Healthy, healthy straight razor. Healthy, healthy, healthy straight razor, which I don't have a blade in right now, of course. Because when you have one of those things and you keep a blade in there, whoo! Trust me, you never want to dig in a bag and there's a straight razor inside that blade. You know, I'm telling you for a reason. Okay, let me grab a blade really quick, fam, so we can open it nice and neat. Do it really nice and neat, okay? We're just gonna freehand with the blade right now. All right, squeeze the cards down, and then we're gonna go right along the top. Here we go. Okay, cool. I'm not sure how I should do the reveal of these, but this is the first card coming out already, all right? I don't know the order, you know, the Pokemon guys, they came up with the super cool order. You put one this way and put one that way. When I was doing it, we just opened the pack and found it. So this one right here, check this out. Let's take an intermission and look at the Bitcoin chart and everything like that. Name of the bro, check out ZBZN, ZBack Network, please. This is the DAO, Currency Cred. Okay, so what is this right here? We got DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, is a blockchain based on an entity governed by its members through the native currency token. The DAO works. It's very informational. The DAO works towards a common goal and allows for collective bottom-up decisions, making the group management. I mean, there you go. That's a DAO card. Ooh, it's cool because of the green screen. All right, very nice. Next, we have a Bitcoin card. We could get Bitcoin in this pack. I'm just letting you guys know that could happen. Okay, so we got Bitcoin, and it's a AI bot. Pretty cool, actually. Bitcoin is the world's first open source peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. Don't let those girls know that we're at that doing that jet thing. To them, they swear they were the first ones. Bitcoin is the world's first open source peer-to-peer cryptocurrency invented by Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin utilizes a decentralized distributed ledger network known as a blockchain. Transactions on the blockchain are verified by nodes. Miners are rewarded with new Bitcoins for grouping transactions into blocks while also helping secure the Bitcoin network. Look at that. I mean, this is probably a really great gift for somebody just getting into crypto too. Like, what, this is really cool if you think about it. Like, somebody will be, even like a kid, like a teenager, like, get into cryptocurrency. Ooh, we got some holographics. I knew it, AD. I knew it, bro. I think I knew it. I knew it. Let's go. I know when I know, okay? That's one thing that I should have bought more of those boxes. I should, because those were the boxes from the actual company. Those are the last ones. I should have got more. So here we go. The bear market currency one. But it is number 33 out of 50. This is something that I've done in my life. I don't know how I know how to do this, but that we got a special card. We got a special card. It's the bear market card. Number 33. And I'm excited, fam. I'm like nerding out like Little Rico right now. Getting home from freaking Kmart and seeing that I opened up and got a Blastoise and stuff like that, right? All of my major Pokemons I opened out of a pack. I never had to like buy one from like a special person. Like, I mean, all of them. Onyx. I mean, the Mewtwo, Mew, all of those. I've opened them out of a pack and had them. So right now we have number 33 out of 50, the bear market one, and it feels nice. I knew that pack felt something, man. And when I used to do that when I was a kid, honestly, I would feel all the packs and I would be like, okay, this one has to have a holographic in it. It's heavier, it feels thicker. We have another holographic right here. Oh, let's read the bear market one. I got so excited I didn't even read it. You guys are seeing Little Rico right now. Have some fun right now. So we got a bear market signifies a sustained period of decline of asset prices and general sense of, pessimism among the investors associated with economic downturn. A bear market can see stocks and other assets drop by 20% or more for a period of time. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, it could definitely drop by a lot more than that, actually. But that is the bear market card. We're going to save this one for when Bitcoin hits the top. Let's go to the Bitcoin rainbow chart. When I wave this card at you guys and Bitcoin hits the top and we start going down, I'm going to go, hey, guys, we might have gone, but right now you're not supposed to be touching anything. You're supposed to be doing what Michael Saylor's doing, accumulate. If you're selling for peanuts, they better be salted. They better be good. We got ourselves another holographic and it looks cool and I don't know what it is. Look at this. Oh my God, I should have bought more of these boxes. I'm really mad now. God. And I spent money on dumber things. I should have just got those boxes. I didn't know they were going to be this cool. Now I got to get a binder for them. Now I'm collecting these. God. All right. So now I'm a collector because I like them and they feel really nice. Cryptocurrency. So we got currency cred. Cryptography is a practice of securing information through encoding so that only intended recipients can understand the message. This is number 35. This is number 35 out of all of them. This is cool. I mean, how cool is that holographic art? Got to get those sleeves to protect those. I'm going to go all the way with it. I already like it so much. Okay, we got this one right here. Bitcoin in the hand like that. In the hand. Pretty cool. Kind of red though. Not sure what we're going to get with this card. We're going to start reading people's tarot cards with this. Bitcoin is the first open source. Okay, so this is another Bitcoin card. Okay, there we go. So these are two Bitcoin cards. Now we're understanding it. These are two Bitcoin cards. This is number 56. This is number 70. They both say the same thing on the back. So these two are considered Bitcoin cards as we would look at them. This is the way I would look at them. And this is number 56 out of them and number 70 out of them. But they both say the exact same thing on the back. So this one technically is more rare than this red one. Okay? But we got two holographic. I'm so tempted to open another pack. Oh my God. Should we open another pack, fam? Then we only have so many to open. And we can't even order no more of these. Like there's no way to get more of them. So once we open them, that's it. Should we open another one? Or should we just wait for tomorrow? We'll wait for tomorrow. Saphir, bro. You missed some of the... I was opening my package. Mr. Mo said, do it. Okay, that's all I needed was one person to push me. Yeah, wait for another stream. Let's get a vote right now. Everybody who thinks that I should open the pack, let me see... a thumbs up emoji. If you guys think I should not open another pack, put a thumbs down emoji. We'll see what's up. I mean, that made me, I don't know why, but that was pretty cool. That kind of made a little bit of my day, kind of brought back a lot of, you guys know, I always share like, that's why it's not a scripted show. Like I tell you guys like things in my childhood and, you know, we connect on here. Like I'm just like you guys. He said, okay. All right. All right. Open it. Okay. There we go. Now, let me feel again. Let me use, oh, this is feeling good already. Now I know what they feel like. See, that's the thing. Once I know and I know the pattern or something, it's almost a wrap. I know there's a holographic in this thing. All right. We're going with that one. Now I got to get a binder. He said, I just got in. I want to see. That's fair. I mean, you haven't seen it. Let's open another one. We're using our handy dandy blade for our straight razor. And we're going to open another pack. I mean, I should have bought the other freaking boxes. I should have. It was giving me Pokemon vibes. And I should have listened to the inner kid. You know, the inner kid didn't care if it was like but I was like, do I want to, one second. Do I want to, The adult version, right? The adult, you always talks yourself out of stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, bro. This pack looks sticky thick, bro. This pack looks thicky thick. Oh, let's. Ooh. What are we? What are we getting? What are we getting? What are we getting? Ooh, Monero. Ooh, I like that one. Oh my god, I should have bought more boxes. How could I not buy more boxes of the thing that I'm in? This is like Pokemon for me now. Jeez Louise, Rico. All right. I'm all right, everybody. Ooh. Okay. Monero. We're gonna learn about Monero. We'll see. We'll see. You missed the holographics. The other pack had 2 holographics and 33 out of 50 of the bear market one. That's a special card. That I know that's a special card. It's beautiful. So Monero is a privacy-focused cryptocurrency that uses stealth addresses and ring signatures to provide anonymity for its users and obscuring transaction details such as identities and parties involved, transaction history, and among being transferred. So we all know that about Monero, right? You know, it protects you. This is number 18 out of all the Monero cards. Pretty cool. And it's a low number, 18. I really like that. I mean, that's super low. It's not a holographic, but, you know, they're not all going to be hollows. Our next card. Ooh, Litecoin. I love Litecoin. Litecoin helped me buy my first motorcycle. Let's go. Let's go to Litecoin and see what number we have. Ooh, you guys are going to like the next one. We got number 28 of the Litecoin right here. We got Litecoin is a peer-to-peer open source cryptocurrency created by Charlie Lee in October 2011 as a source code fork of Bitcoin. Litecoin utilizes the script hashing algorithm and features a block generation time around 2 to 5 minutes. Litecoin is often offered to or referred to as the silver of Bitcoin. That's the way that I always looked at it. It obviously has fallen from that grace and everything like that, but in the early days, honestly, that's where I held Litecoin, and I actually traded a lot of Litecoin, made money off of Litecoin. You know, bought a motorcycle with Litecoin, a lot of stuff that Litecoin really opened my eyes that I could do this trading thing, right? It was Litecoin that I was going to these Bitcoin ATMs, buying it off the Bitcoin ATM and selling it on Coinbase exchanges and doing arbitrage, right? And that really opened my eyes to, you know, this whole idea of trading and being able to find some loopholes to make some money off of, right? They are cool. Why didn't you think of doing something like that? What do you mean doing something like that? Doing something like what? So that was the Litecoin one. We've seen the Monero one. Woo, that's so cool. Oh my God, I love these. And here we go, the next one, fam. Oh, I'm so excited for us right now. It's a hollow, fam. You guys are seeing me nerd out right now, big time. This is how I was. I mean, I don't know why I didn't buy more of these boxes. I didn't know little Rico inside was going to like this so much. I was like, oh, this would be cool to open up on stream. Here I am falling in love with them. Here, this is what it looks like. Here we go. What? This is Blockman. This is the blockchain Blockman year 1. This is number 10 out of all of them. Man, I knew that these boxes, because it was actually from the company, I knew these boxes were going to be kind of like, I don't know. We're not going to go into that no more. That's shoulda, coulda, woulda stuff, right? In blockchain terminology, an orphan block, also called a stale block or an instinct block, is a block that is normally valid and verified but not accepted into the blockchain network due to the presence of another block with more proof of work. Ooh, orphan block. Have you guys heard of that term? Be honest. Look at the holograph, number 10 out of all of them. Oh, why didn't we think of coming up with the card games for crypto? Huge potential, absolutely. Yeah, they're sold out everywhere. Yeah, these are sold out everywhere. They're probably going to continue to be sold out. We probably still can do a cryptocurrency card like this before like something else gets really big. Whoa. It's not, this is a different type of holographic. It's not a, this is a, just Bitcoin's hollow. And this is number one. It's a Bitcoin. So we have the other Bitcoin cards. We have number 50 some, 30 some. And now this is number one. It's not holographic though. It's not holographic. But this is what that number one Bitcoin holographic will look like. What's interesting is that the Bitcoin is shiny. So what is it called when it's the other way holographic? I know there's a new one called, it's like holographic, and then there's like the other one that's like internal. But this is a perfect example of the other one. Remember the other one that we have hollow with the guy? Look at this one's not holographic. So we're getting into the mix of things. Cryptography is the practice of securing information through coding and intended for recipients that can understand the message. So more of the coder right there, not holographic though. This one also had less cards. So that's what we have for that one. We got this this is a bullish card though. Look at that. And now we know about orphan blocks, because honestly, I never heard of that before. So that's an orphan block, or maybe I did and just forgot about it. But there we go. We opened 2 packs. I'm definitely going to be buying the Series 5 packs. This is so cool. And most likely start collecting these. I should have bought all those boxes there and everything else that was there. But you live and you learn, and we'll buy some more and we'll be doing these. So make sure you guys continue to tune in for, and I just dropped that blade. That is super sharp. Okay. All right. Very, very bullish. I mean, that was, yeah. Where can you buy them now? They're sold out, but this is the website right here. Cardsmiths.com. See, I knew I should have bought more. Cardsmiths.com. They're sold out. $105 for that box. I should have just bought the rest of the boxes. And I was so tempted. There was like a few boxes there. I should have just balled out. But it's all good. It was like $100. It was $100 for the pack, for that box. It was $100. It was $100. I like it. This is funny. I like it a lot. I'm in, fam. They got me. Oh, this is the card I got right here. This is the one that's a heavy hitter. The one that says 33 out of 50. I hope that we find some more, and then we'll be able to have like an average of how many of these boxes come with that, right? With that nice. I'm nerding out with you guys right now. Hold on a second. Zoom in on this. Okay. Okay, cool. So they're grading them? Okay, we'll dive into this on the next one. We'll go into this. Yeah, not bad. I agree. I think it's fair. I'm getting some ideas. Just shop. Oh, I love you, Saphir. Oh my God, the community's been like coming up with some good ideas. JustShopCrypto.com. Oh, Saphir, you're so good, bro. The community's been on fire lately. This is why I do what I do, and why I will take this all the way with you guys. Fee cards. You earned that one, Saphir. You got to admit it. You got a reputation, and it is what it is, bro. Okay, but I like what you're doing. And I like what you're thinking. I like it a lot, fam. Let's see. Is there anything else that we're buying, fam? Is there anything else? Let me post this contract address for you guys while you guys are chilling right here. Even AD. You guys are something else. Here we guys go right here. Here we go. Post that contract address for you guys. Just shop crypto, man. Sophia, you guys talking about that? It's crazy, bro. Crazy. I see. Man, you're amazing, bro. That's the thing with Just Shop Crypto. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, fam. Let's check on Bitcoin's prices. Let's see what's going on. We got 108,000. A little bit pull back. Pack it up. It's all over, fam. That's it. There's a pullback. Pack it up. The market's over. Don't think about this. This is the most important thing right now. All right, let's see what we got going on over here on Moon X. Why not? I know you DJs like this stuff. Unless you guys got some more plays that you guys want me to check out. Let's see what we got right here. Let's see, what should we do? Should we do it by volume? Should we do it by holders? What should we do it by? These are the top ones. These are, this is, you're being dumped on at this point. But maybe you can find a new one that's trending. NFA, oh, that's a good name. Not financial advice. People say that a lot in the space. Pepe Vlogs. Okay. There goes that Zen IA. Oh, market cap gone. That one's gone. That's the thing, man. Even I had a feeling because the way that they did that. Remember we were looking at this one yesterday? Let's look at this. So we can go over this like little example and stuff really quick. Of that, the clue, right? The clue that kind of gave it away. But it's crazy to think that these things that are launching are also being exposed to this exchange now. When you think about that, that's kind of wild, fam. Let's go to the X account. Let's go to their website. Let's come over here. Let's do this. Check on this really quick. If they can actually do this stuff that they said, it'll be pretty impressive. But, the way that they made the website where it was like, basically Certic did it already, but you look at the roadmap, maybe it's something that they got to clear up. I'm not sure, right? Right here it says Certic audit not checked off. Maybe they didn't update it. We got updates that we got to do on the website, so I understand. But, right here. Now they put it over here, audited by Certic. So I don't know where that's at. Let's go to docs. So I don't see that Certic audit. So when they're using that a lot like this right here, and there's actually like no thing to show me it, that shows me like you're using it for that reason to get somebody just to go in just right away, and then it's not it, right? And maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. I don't see it, and I've seen this play happen before, where they'll have it posted audited by Certic, and it's almost one of the things that doesn't happen. Maybe it does happen. Maybe that's what's coming up next. And they're just like, hey, put it up there because we're going to do it anyways, right? So we'll see. We'll see what's up. But, it's kind of cool to see that this Zen AI and all this stuff is basically just pump fun right here on this Moon X right off of BYD5. There's going to be some giveaways going on in that TG. I'm going to post it again for you guys, Money Bag Trades. Come over here, get up inside there. Make sure when you join, if you already joined, you might have to join again and register using this link. Otherwise, the bot's going to boot you out. Okay, this is the link that you guys are going to use. You don't have to deposit anything. Don't worry about it. I think you guys should and take advantage of all the free money sitting on the table. But just sign up with this link so you don't get booted out that group. And you guys can use that Signal bot to your advantage. And then let me know what Signal bot, what trades you're doing. We can cross-examine that live on these live streams, all right? So let's see what else we got right here. So we got that covered. We got XPX covered. We got the whole market's covered. This was a bullish 2-hour stream, fam. Markets are holding well. A little bit of a pullback here and there, but nothing too major. Nothing to be really concerned about. There's going to be correction. There's going to be redistribution. That's part of the space. There's going to be people who paper hand projects for whatever reason. We had somebody, I think yesterday or something, sold on us, and they literally, they sold for a loss. Like this guy right here. We got other guys, moving it to another wallet, sending it to another wallet to sell a little bit at a time. You're just going to miss out. Why do all of this and then just get shooken out? Like, I want nothing more than when we were climbing back out. You should have just waited till we got to your break-even price. But now you sold at a loss and you're buying with us, and I want nothing more than to grow your bag. And now you sold at a loss. And, you got on the top when, there was a lot of that hype right before the downtrend. That was the beginning of the year or the end of the year, a lot of hype. And then we all know once January came in and, with Bitcoin pulling back and everything pulling back, the whole market just kept pulling back, right? And you DCA, you're doing the right thing. You sold a little bit again right here at the loss. Maybe you need it for an emergency. All right, fine, I understand that, but you're buying back in. Maybe you cover that emergency. But to dump the whole bag right here, it's like, I want nothing more than to make you feel happy and get your bag back up. Like, I know I'm gonna do that for you. Like, just be patient, honestly. But it's and transferring tokens and then selling it from another wallet. It's like it's a lost cause. Like, just wait. Let this happen right here for the love of God, and just go tell a friend to tell a friend, and the rest is your wallet's gonna look crazy. That's all we're doing. We're gonna break all-time high. I want all of you guys to be in the green. I want all of you guys to be, excited about your XPX bag, and that's going to happen. We have to trust the market. I can't make Bitcoin pump up to 237,000 and for Bitcoin dominance to drop down, and that's the top, and altcoin season to start. That has to happen organically. But what I can do in my position is build nonstop and build a great foundation, a great team, a great community, so that when that altcoin season happens and that phenomenon is going on, when everybody's asking you, how do I download a MetaMask wallet? How should I write down my seed phrase and all of these things like that? That we have such a great track record of how much we've done in the space, the WAGMI movement, how many projects have we helped? How many communities have we helped? I mean, I've helped people nonstop in this space. So, and XPX has done the same. How many spaces has XPX helped other projects, right? It's like, you got to just let these things evolve. And we're at the perfect place, right time to let these things happen. So, if there's an emergency, that's fine. But to just be like, oh, it's moving, just let the market come to us. If there's projects like Feg Token, there's projects that hit 4.8 billion. There's projects like Vote that went into the hundreds of millions. There's projects like Kendu. Shout out to them. We're subject to the market, fam. So, like you said, yeah, staking rewards, absolutely amazing. And adding to our liquidity nonstop. It's like, transferring tokens to another one. It's like, it's all on the blockchain. It's so visible. Just wait. And XPX will make you very, very wealthy. Go listen to, how he talks about, Michael Saylor talks about like Amazon and stuff like that. Like, you guys are really in the beginning of something that everybody's going to need and everybody's going to use. If I would have told you guys that Amazon that ship books, you're going to want to buy it because everybody's going to use it, you would never believe me. I'm telling you guys right now, this is the moment that you're in right now. I'm going to take this all the way. I don't want just rich. I want real wealth. Okay. I want crazy wealth for all of us. And I want that level that, a lot of people don't think that's even achievable, but I know that it is, because we're doing payments, and that's what the whole world is about. No matter if the market's green, no matter if the market's red, we're building it out from the ground up, fam. This is what it looks like to build a project. Some more paper handing going on. Selling at a loss again. I mean, I look, guys, I'm gonna pump your bags. All you have to do is wait. Why sell at a loss? This is somebody else selling at a loss. For what? I have no idea. I'm like, do you know that I want to make you money? Like, do you know that we're going to pump past that? And I'm going to bring these moments back up because I have to show this to the community of what not to do, right? So, we're going to bring these contract addresses back up. We're going to show people like, hey, look, now we're going to pump past this. All you have to do, you're doing the right thing. You bought a little bit of XPX. You bought a little bit, you sell, fine. Okay, you bought back in, sell. Just wait, because when we break past this, what was the point? Let me 10x your money. Let me 100x your money. Just let it go through the motions, and we're going to do this the right way. Whoa, we got a nice super chat. I haven't seen a $100 super chat in a while, man. That one's solid, bro. Let's go. Jerry is on a very good disc. It is, bro. It is. I mean, it has to happen, the redistribution, right? And we'll get into that. That's a nice, I appreciate that. It goes a long way because YouTube loves the super chats, and they love when people give channel memberships and they promote the channel more, so it helps us get more viewers. So I really appreciate that. But this is redistribution right here. Jerry the Turtle, you guys are probably going through some of this as well, where some people bought. I mean, we could probably check right now and you'll see where, like, just let it cook. Thoughts on Perpe and Chill Guy? Chill Guy, I think, is gonna come back no matter what. Jerry got some whales. I think it does. I think it does. I think Jerry's got some potential for sure, and is going through his redistribution. But I want to show you guys, a lot of times you guys see sells on a chart and it's like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I would just set, and if you know what, only put 50 bucks then, so you don't have to do it. Or you know what? I mean, do it like this. That's fine. You're paying all the stakers and you're paying the liquidity pool, and it's ideal for the contract or whatever. But I want you to win. Like, just put 50 bucks then, and just hold that. I don't know, so like that you don't have to even do all that. But I mean, either way, you're helping us out. I mean, you're helping out the contract, you're helping out the asset backing, you're paying us no matter what. You're paying the asset backing, you're paying the liquidity, you're paying the stakers. But I would rather that, you also pay yourself by actually winning. Like, I actually want you to win. I know that this market can produce that. And like, even this holder right here, I was like, I know I was going to pump your bag back up here. I know you got in right here, but anybody who even bought Bitcoin at the end of December got wrecked, right? Because Bitcoin came all the way down from 100 and something thousand down to 70 something thousand. So, it didn't matter what you bought at this time in the market, end of December, January, February, things pulled back. But look at how everything's turning right back around. Everything's just a little bit behind Bitcoin, right? It lags behind Bitcoin. So just leave it parked, fam. Don't worry about transferring your tokens. I'm going to transfer $100 to this one, $100 to that one. You're still putting a sell on the chart. All that transferring, all that stuff is for nothing. Let this market do this. Let it do this for yourself. Like, get it, or miss the .com moment. I don't know. I would love to hear that explanation to your girlfriend how you missed the .com moment because you're just paper handing left and right. I would love to just be a fly on the wall and hear like, yeah, I'm going to work on my Walmart greetings, right? Let's go to Jerry really quick because that was a super, super, super chat. And we're 2 hours live today, man. I promise you guys a extended stream. We opened up some cards and everything like that, man. That was so cool. I should have bought more, man. I should have balled out on that. Let's go to Jerry the Turtle and look at some of these. Yeah, I mean, let's look at this right here. I mean, here you guys go. Somebody's selling underneath. Okay, this guy's pretty active. He got in low. I mean, he bought all the way at the top as well. So you should have just bought down here and held. Buy, hold, buy, hold. It's like, psych yourself right out the market. I think people have to stay active. They have to, tell themselves that if I'm pressing buttons, then I'm being active. Quick little profit on this one. Nice. 33 to 36. I'm not mad at that. That's a little quick. Bam, bam. All right. Those are most likely like the market makers and stuff like that. People who got the, sheesh. Well, this thing's popping right. This guy. Oh yeah, that's definitely a market maker address. This thing's going crazy right here. Look at that. Can't keep up with that one. Okay. Well, this address is starting to pump things. I would keep an eye on it. Yeah, 25, 26. Boom, 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 boom. This has potential. OT on the OT. Yeah, you know what's up, bro. It's a solid stream, man. I'm not missing out too much outside. It's already 99 degrees outside. It's not bad. Yesterday went to 104, 105. Not too bad. So, man, I'm bullish on you guys, Jerry the Turtle. I think you guys got some potential. I really think that you guys can turn this thing around. I think that this is normal in this space, fam. Like, look how I didn't have to draw these things out and they were already there. You have your $5 million market cap, you have your $10 million market cap, and your 15. And what we're working on is turning this thing right back around, Jerry, and getting above the $10 million market cap. Let's do that together. Let's make it happen. Can it be done? 100%. Will it be done? Up to the community. I think that Jerry the Turtle really has a community to make that happen. They've been pulling up a lot, like really, really strong in the chat. Appreciate the super chats as well. But their activity has been through the roof. So this could be one of those heavy hitters when it comes to the Matt Fury plays. And out of all the Matt Fury plays, I've seen them all. This was the first time I saw this turtle. Like, this was at least for me, was an original Jerry the Turtle one on Ethereum. Now, I'm sure there could have been other ones or whatever, but for myself, this was the first time that I saw this character, and it's doing really good. So, Thank you, Saphir. Oh, Saphir, you trying to get lucky, bro? I might show a feet. I might show a foot. Might show both my feet. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what's so funny? When I was at the Bitcoin conference, my feet were so beat up. I took a picture. I was so tempted to joke around with you, Saphir, because the back of my ankle there was like blood, you know, from my shoe rubbing on it. I was like, I should send them the ugliest foot pic in the, you know, where the back of my, for me walking so much at that Bitcoin conference, you guys don't even know if my feet were tore up. Oh my god, I was like, I should send them the bloody the back of my heel being not my heel, but like my Achilles, you know, from the shoe rubbing right there. That's what it's called, your Achilles. I was like, there goes a nice feet pick for him on my foot. Oh man. Well, that's what we're doing. Bitmart right here. This is 1 minute ago. This targeted listing for American investors will be a game changer. So right here, Bitmart, fam. I mean, marketing's through the roof. We're still working on something on the back end for Jerry. We're finalizing that. You guys are not gonna. He's a damn Saphir. You're getting lucky. You know, he's buttering me up. That's why. You see that? He's got the butter out. You know, he's spitting his game. He's got game, fam. I can't do nothing when he's telling me that it's hot because it's me. You know, I get the feeling. You know. You guys are so much fun. We have to have fun, man. We do this every day. It can't be like cookie cutter cooking. It's like, man, we do this every day. We have to be ourselves. We have to have a good time. We're along for the journey. I don't want to look back and be like, oh, we were bitter, filled with drama, boring, problematic. I mean, whining, moaning. It's like, no. I want to look back at this Bitcoin journey, this cryptocurrency journey, this XPX journey, this blockchain journey, and be like, man, we were live streaming. We were just going crazy. You know, thousands of videos, so many communities, and man, we were having fun. I mean, you guys see, I'm smiling with you guys and having a great day with you guys every single day. Like when I look back, I'm having fun. Like I'm already like smiling in the fact of like when I get to look back and say like I'm hanging out. I was hanging out with Mr. Mo, still hanging out with Mr. Mo, right? But to look back and say like we did it having fun, and we did it smiling, and you can't pretend that like I like how could you fake being happy every freaking day? That'd be impossible. Like I really enjoy what I do here with you guys and enjoy spending this time of us learning together and refining this idea, and also building in the space like we did with XPX and doing with XPX and collaborating and networking and spaces and people from around the world and I think about that stuff and it makes me feel really good, and it's exciting to have friends all around the world and all around the country, and you start to see how much we have in common and how much people can actually get along. I think this is while we're here making money and having fun talking about money and stuff, I think it's also good to highlight how much sometimes other mediums of information as far as how we feel towards each other distort how we actually are with each other, right? And I love you guys, man. I love doing what I do, man. This is it's people, it's real humans, it's a movement. And I'm glad that when I look back in time that my reputation and what I did for this space was I brought people together. I didn't disrespect people. I didn't steal from people. I built it for this space. I made friends in this space. And I want to look back and cherish that. And I don't want to look back at that later on and just be like, something that I don't want to look back on. So the fact that we get to do this together here and, it's a part of our life that we're going to talk about. I guarantee this is going to be a huge part that we talk about as far as you guys just saw it go up to 100 degrees right now. It's going to be a huge part of our lives that we talk about with everything moving forward, because a lot of our wealth is going to come from this .com moment that we're experiencing right now. It's like, what do you want people to think about when you look back at this and stuff? Or what do you want to think and feel like when you look back at this? Like, did you help people? Did you help build people up? Did you build a project? Did you steal from people? Did you disrespect people? What did you do? And I'm really glad that, even like those who have been tuning in with me, with XPX over this last year, or people who have been subscribed to my channel since 2021. But this last year, we really went hard and really went to a different level of what we've done here. And I hope that you guys can really see how much I really enjoy doing this with you guys. Thank you, Aiden. I really appreciate it. Aiden Smith, man. What? What's up, bro? But yeah, man, it's opened my eyes, to like, how we are with each other. And, now we know people from all around the world, and we get to talk to these people, and we get to laugh with these people, and we get to joke with these people, and we also get to get rich with these people, right? And I'm glad that the bricks that we're laying down and the story that's going to be told as far as Rico Moneybags and XPX has been a positive story. We're tried and true. We're a real company. We're an amazing community. We're an amazing team, and we've been building nonstop. And what I've been doing for this space, since 2021, it's right there. It's over 3,000 videos of my time and effort, and this last year of just going nonstop. I do like your name. I do. I think it hits hard. I love it, actually. I love it. Just I haven't seen you before, right? So, and we're meeting new people like this, and we all get to have fun, and that's why I like to communicate with everybody. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and sometimes people's differences and or people's real life gets in the way of letting them grow, and I don't want to. That's not my story. That's not your story. If you're rocking with me, and you're really part of the WAGME movement, this is, something that we're not going to be able to go back and be able to do it again. So make sure that, we make it worth it. We do it right, and we do it fun, and we have a great time doing it together. So shout out to all the people who really amazing, very, very bullish. He said, I'm in every stream. Okay, well, keep pulling up every stream, bro. I need to see it more often. I haven't seen that avatar before where it's just black. I'm in the YouTube channel. So definitely pull up and stay active with us and communicate with us, bro. Join the XPXTG, and I'm sure you guys know that I'm the dev of the project. Got an amazing team. We got David, Marlon, we got Ali, we got the Just Shop Crypto. We got a lot of things going on, so tap in with all those things. Tap in with Jerry, great community. They've been pulling up to the stream, showing a lot of love, and have some fun in the space, and share some of the love, right? Share some good vibes. It's good for you. It doesn't cost you anything. And don't let little corrections in the space scare you. Don't let negative people bring you down. Stay very positive. You don't want the .com moment that we have right now to pass. And when you look back, you said, well, I spent most of my time picking people apart, or I spent most of my time being bitter, and I missed the .com moment. Like, I don't know what you're going to tell your girl. Like, you're going to need a new girlfriend. You might need a whole new girlfriend, because if you mess this one up, it's going to be pretty tough to bounce back from that. So I don't want you guys to mess it up. Come with me on this road to Valhalla together. I've been in this market since 2017. I've seen these markets. I know these markets, and it takes time, but if you guys trust this moment right here, it's going to be very magical. And I think it's up from here. There'll be corrections and all these things over time, but we're looking at the future being built today. XPX is building that future with payments. We're not going anywhere, and if we're going somewhere, we're going to go to Valhalla. And I'm looking forward to the next halving. I'm going to be here with you guys as well. When the cheapest Bitcoin you can buy is $300,000, and the cheapest price you can buy XPX is probably going to be, I don't know, what, 30 million, 300 million? I don't know. But I know we do payments, and I know that payments is everything, and we're not going anywhere, and we're going somewhere. We're going to Valhalla. So amazing stream, fam. 2-hour stream. Much love and respect, man. Really appreciate doing this with you guys. A nice early stream knocked out the way. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Be not only nice to others, but be nice to yourself. It makes it a lot easier. And if you find it hard, take a break. Take a couple of days off. Relax. Get some sun. Smoke a cigar. And relax. Yeah. Enjoy yourself. So once you guys have a fantastic day, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back. Experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Much love and respect, fam. We got this one step at a time. Let's take this all the way. I'll see you guys later on. Join that XPXTG. I'll see you guys on the board. Pump the chart. Load your bags. front run the projects, enjoy your day, join some spaces, tell people you love crypto. Tell people you love that you love Rico. I'm joking, but just have a great day, fam. It's programmed. It's honestly programmed. You're going to sleep and waking up, and you're seeing the most amazing market right before your guys' eyes. Market falling apart. That's about to move into this market that you're already in. Just don't mess it up, and do it with a smile on your face. And have a great day, man. Thank you, guys. I really enjoy these.